Okay, I'm back. I've got myself a nice, hot vanilla latte with a little bit of cinnamon sugar dusting on top. Thank you! Whew. So yeah, I wonder what the tavern has got for us today. So, let's go there. Let's bring that back. There we go. Let's see what mishaps we have on a rainy day. And let's see how much I can actually speak. Or at least read properly. Oh! How was our adventure rage? Probably a little bit chilly. I'm not gonna lie there, it was probably a little bit chilly. As Rage said, put a hoodie on. Although, I would say there's probably, so no idiots outside, Rage. This time. Rage, chili as in, like, little spicy type chili, or chili as in with a Y? Because right there, well, I mean, chili silly. Yes, but your phone obviously decided it meant the food. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, Rage. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. I think you mean a drop, not a drip. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Practically? Practically, in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? No, actually. That's to be expected. No offense, but you clearly aren't a wizard. And who are you to judge that? Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Heck. No need to overcomplicate things. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just Innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, Innkeeper. How about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavours you might fancy? Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex. Rage! Gotcha. Okay, so we want brain power. I guess sparkling nebula. Rage doesn't rhyme with hex. That's besides the point. Brat. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing, I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial seawater to... Never mind, the explanation would be too complex to grasp, so... What complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest people in Asteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? Rage! Stop it! No chaos, but there has been... no chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Oh! Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy? I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. Rage! I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I still happen to be conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. That's brutally long. So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there. Course, undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Rage! Freaking raise you in a minute. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Zoford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Zoford gossip? Well, apparently, a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zoford was cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Sea witch tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of a charm and appeal. Coming right up, buddy. There we go. Okay, well, we need one of those, and 3 of these. Oh. Come on, Emmy, one more. Wow. A real charmer just for you. Jolly. I feel I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now. That type hardly counts. Agreed. It's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye. Damn. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit. And enjoy the moment. Of course. Damn, he stayed here a while. Hey, innkeep, how's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot... Also, apparently, a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you... I can't talk. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually... None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days. I mean, the stars fell from the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. We make a great team. There are stranger things in this world. There surely are. Like your drinks, innkeep. That one really gurgled in my bones. So you already tried one? Indeed. Sometimes they can do that. Could you also make me a drink, innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. Something with care and finesse. Okay, so we need... Yeah, definitely the Swift Strike. So... Okay, so if we put that in... do that, and then... There we go. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I need, innkeeper. Of course I do. After all, you're my favourite regular. I am? Yes. And you're my favourite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do. But I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over to Traegerin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. Sounds like quite a useful endeavour. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Oh. Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So, you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favourite recipe. Do you? Store it under your hat. Of course, where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then, with Fable. But I'll be back should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Oh my gosh. I love Fable. Ooh. He's got a green cape. That must be the one that was stolen from him. Damn. That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust being my least favourite of them. Runes lots of hard work. Does it now? Yup. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear Innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah. Look. Oh, pair. Ah. Like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished? Yeah. Gentleman? Don't know. A A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with a tip of his hat. Ye find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. I mean, the top hat probably could get bigger age. So... What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the one in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet, no. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Oh, Kyle is crying. No, let's do you this one. For fuck's sake, I need to stop burping. I really need to stop burping so that it can't be added onto the list. Or burp more quietly. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I had me doubts about ye, Innkeep, but I must say, ye know ye job. So, how has the day been for you two? No, we don't, Moon. Pardon me. That's another one freaking added, for fuck's sake. And again. Better add 2 there. At this rate, I'm just good. So, how has the day been for you two? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did you add another one? I'm pretty sure I only booked the 2 times. I think Moon's getting ahead of themselves. The usual. Splendid. It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. Yeah, I said 2 and you did 3. And how do you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Ria and I took a trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. No, I said in total there should be 2. I did. I didn't say add 2 more after that one. You thought... No. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid. It almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Baruvia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I helped ye get your cape so ye can attend that fancy Baruvian vampire banquet and I gets me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about me material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Fine. Rage, how dare you? Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. Okay. There you go. That's kind of a vague description. But I think I might have something in mind already. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in the sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if me ex-husband stole me hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh. Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There's never been a wish of hers I'd turned down. And I wouldn't to this day. Night moon. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all. Maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her evermore, looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, you would do that? A drink for me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Oh, brother. You know, let's try this one. Okay, yeah, so what we want is that we want one of these. No, and then we want one of these. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't ye tell the innkeeper more about your day? Right, I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital, busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city with... We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Fuck. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I told you, rumour has it. These are the roots of the aether tree. Breaking through the breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh. We've also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined, and a detective spirit. Believe the lass made her way to Dorwell. She seems to be onto something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Ria, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then, but ye won't munch on the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh! Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Nymphy in the flesh? Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So, what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more moist. Heh, not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts of my taste. And here, I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. You do rage. You fucking keep quiet. Pervert. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with travelling before. I'm sorry to hear that the recent events have made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda's stairs is a marvellous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose, I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got that done. Lovely. I'm glad to have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey. I'll do my best. Okay. Oh. There we go. Sparkling Nebula. But yeah, Rage, I know what you're like. Oddly enough. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, while I do enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century, whilst my library came to be? Certainly. It should be just below this part. No, wait. I must have put it over there, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organisational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days. And then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minthy. Have a safe and pearlful journey. Ha! I'll try. Oh. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? God damn it. Okay. So there's there's a thing for new quests. But I'm like, is that it? Ah! The lively port of Zophod is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the Sea Witch and the cursed Zophod docks? Hey, we were able to do another day. Woo! Yay! Ooh. Ooh. Shall we do another one? Or should we leave it as that? Because I can do either. Fuck it, let's do another. Another chapter of this. Num 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 num. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Of course, Fable. Just a moment. Swiftness. Let's get you your swift strike. Oh. Okay. Need one there. And there we go. Thank you. I feel much better already. Long night? Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before I used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try. A bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice though. That's fair. Just make sure you're also practicing taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. Who's this hoity... Ooh. Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer, that is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes? Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. Okay, and then we need 3 of these. Okay, and then 1 of that. There we go. Nearly forgot one. Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now that you've acquired your drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. Oh my god. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. Fuck me. And up and coming hero from Winmore. And who might you be? The up and coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove. Your Fable? Yes. Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Traegerin from werewolves? The very same. Wow! What an incredible pleasure to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope. Of course. They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family. That's one way to put it for sure. They do have a way with words. Incredible. A true hero indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have a heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm currently leaving my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular. I always thought those things were myths or legends. You only read about in books. Do you read a lot? Sometimes, not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. Coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry. We're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Diriyah negotiations, or even become a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world, don't you think? The Diriyah negotiations? I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of the canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceroses. It's not going on that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Diriyah itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking of lending them a hand, you know, physically, with your literal hands. Ah, okay, so I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course, that sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. He was a bit of an oddball. That was... adorable? Weird. Not because of him. He heard about me being a hero. That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. There are much greater heroes than me out there. He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. Okay, Rach. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove, and saviour of Traegerin. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try better to accept compliments. Good. Oh! Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Millie. And hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise. Right, Mal? Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Are you talking about the one you just picked up by chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike again. I'm only trying to match wits here. Hehe. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars? I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective and her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team, but they are going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. She said she can't reach the quest board, and I needed a drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest alone? As is customary. That's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes, but she wishes to walk the path of thieves, so she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective, and that just sounds dangerous and negligent. I agree. You're not coming with me? No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. But you have to come with me. Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into a crime scene to gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training? But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Melina. And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do. I think you should go with her. I think you should mind your own business. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours. And you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed, and to do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise, his wool will get strawy. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely. Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. What? Well, I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals and pretty decent at crossword puzzles. That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex, while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I'd prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right, Mal? Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training. Yay! That sounds fun. Wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quest? Dunno. What do you think, detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, mighty Mal then. No. How about John? Sure. So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us for closely. And I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars. They'll all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some of your golden feathers. They do come with the sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zophod much quicker. Great idea. I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What do you suggest, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Ooh, okay, I need a drink. Here we go. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Andu have fire breath? Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though. I'd love to try Andu's marshmallows. I shall see if I can set something up when you return. Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around. But what should they pair it with? Haste. for a quick revival and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance. Let me think about it. Oh. Well, we definitely got some more stuff here. I say that. Stoofs. Yes, stoofs. I know somebody's thing at John. Is it John? I know Archie's thing. Oh yeah, he. Oh, so he's. Ooh. Okay, well. Let's see what drinks would be best. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, let's do this. And fire resist. Oh gosh, no, wrong one. Not done yet. Now! My God. Is that what I was supposed to make? I guess. I don't know. I think Johnny's right. This might not end in a peaceful negotiation. Better safe than sorry. You get it. I don't want to be mean to them, though. We'll only be mean to the kidnappers. Seems fair. I guess it is. At least we'll be protected from all the wizard's fireballs, as we always should be. Let's go. We've got a long journey ahead of us. If we had taken haste... He's so weird sometimes. It's fun. I think he just wants to protect you. Don't tell him I said that. I won't. But do you really think so? I do. That would be so sweet. I should catch up with him then. Good luck on your quest, Melly. Thank you. Is it okay if I leave with you before he changes his mind about Rufus? Of course. Then you can sing him a lullaby too. I don't think I will. We'll see. Have fun, Fable. Thank you. Oh! Innkeeper! Chrissy! Glad to see you're alright. Likewise. Good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first thing I got to catch a glimpse of them. Oh, first time I got to catch the glimpse. Also caught a glimpse of the famous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the Lonely Lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend after all, even scary creatures. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got something for you. Oh? Remember the nymphs from when we last spoke? I do. I met one at the art convention. She was selling little homemade trinkets. I remember our conversation and got you this. I thought you might appreciate it. I do, thank you. It will certainly always have a special place in my heart knowing it came from you. Oh, you're such a sweet talker. But you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for real, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. Hello, G. See you around, Inkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Interesting. Oh, and now it's nighttime? Bea! Good to see you again. It's been a while. Yes, a while. A while. 6,000 years. More like 2 months. Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernated at this time of year? It was for the Bloomtide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all of the 7 moons at once? Yes, ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them. A mere 30 years ago, travellers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. Such festivities sound exciting. No. They are loud with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting "Demon be gone" from the top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate? So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should give them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bogs. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth? They think you might crush their bones with them. Ah, but that would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia. Maybe even all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival. You might be right. Maybe I'll greet them with some flower crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. I'd definitely buy one. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Do you still have those drinks that make you as sturdy as tree bark? In case their torches come near me again. In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. Hibernate. Rage, stop it. Why are you so mean to me? Oh my god. Little tree bark just for you. Oh, delicious. I feel I could devour any torch now. Thank you, innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? Oh, the night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favourite weeping willow to bits. I'm replanting it into many small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and winds and pill bugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. But that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn. Loneliness. I thought I should get out of there and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting and they weren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people could use my services. The werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. So I just hung the coupons up on pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells, so that the wind would announce their presence. Like little spells that you draw towards the nearest mud mass. I hope they'll visit me soon. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody, so we can all look beautiful together. That sounds wonderful, Bea. I agree. Can I leave some more coupons here? Yeah. Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. Ah, but there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest. No one's here because it's almost closing time. Bea, you have to come by earlier. During the day or earlier in the evening or during events. But there will be people here. Yes, I believe that's the point. Yeah, too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Will do. Oh. That was an interesting creature. That's for sure. Alrighty. So, now that we've got that, might as well end this game. Wrong screen. Emmy, you're an idiot. So, because we've now got that done, I am going to end this stream here. There's been a lot. There has definitely been a lot done. I will be streaming tomorrow. Don't know what yet, but I will be streaming tomorrow. We'll get something done. Who knows? Maybe more of Tavern Talk if people want that. I don't mind doing more Tavern Talk. I've just got to make sure I've got a drink next to me at all times. Whew. But folks, thank you again for joining my streams. I appreciate you all so much. And I shall chat to you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Bye.